probably about 3 weeks ago now, and I'm really starting to feel the itch. I feel restless. I feel like I need to create something. I have ideas, but I feel like they're just not full. So let's work through this art block together and figure our shit out.
Like I said, I have some ideas. They just don't feel fleshed out. They don't feel full. And they don't feel like they're a continuation of what I want to do. I really like what I've done with the large blackberry piece, and I want to continue that with this series. I like the composition of it, I like the colors, and I like how extreme it all is. So I'm gonna take those elements and try to continue them. I'm still gonna continue, I think, with moths. I know I mentioned that maybe a few videos ago, and I definitely still want to continue with that and then continue with berries and edible flora. My question is just how to tie it all together. That's what we're gonna do today. At least try to do.
Bobby's just a friend of mine. He's on his back, I'm on his mind. He wakes me when he goes to work. His hands are cold, his breath is smoke. I'd leave him for you. If you want me to, I'd leave him for you. If you want me to, I'd leave him for you. If you want me to, I'd leave him for you. If you want me to, do you forget when we first met? Oh, grab my hand, I tore your dress up, felt things I cannot express, but I lost my way, I made my mess. I'd clean it for you. If you want me to, I'd clean it for you. If you want me to,
My meeting yesterday was a lot longer than I was expecting, but it was good. I got to meet a lot of really nice people, and we had wine and sushi and art, obviously, so can't complain, but that means I didn't get much done yesterday, so it's all going to be today. So first thing, I actually have to return the painting. I don't know if you can see it, but one of the larger pieces for my last exhibit, July 19th exhibit. I just need to go return it to the artist, Olivia, and then probably spend some time outside with Bueller and really just spend a lot of time with art specifically and in environments that inspire me. I think that's a really key factor here, is being in situations where I feel like I can develop ideas with. That's being outside, that's walking, that's being with Bueller specifically. And I love going to cafes. Sometimes it's a hit or miss whether or not I'm productive, but it's nice just to have space outside of your house, basically, to get things done and just figure your shit out. Just changing up the space and environment really helps. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully by the end of this, I will have some mock-ups to show you.
make you mine. Maybe time will tell. Perhaps I'm back for your well. And I ask myself why. And I ask myself why.
Another big part of my process is going through Pinterest, Instagram, galleries, just looking at other people's work and seeing what I'm drawn to. So I love looking at this board that I've created where I just pin all the paintings and all the pieces that I'm inspired by and that I really enjoy. And then I like going back and looking at the board in totality and seeing how each piece that I've liked works together and seeing the commonalities between everything. To be inspired, you need to be able to pinpoint what you like about something and then kind of translate it to your own work. Usually how I start figuring out my ideas is I go on Photoshop or I play with different photos that I've taken or resourced from like Unsplash or copyright-free websites. And then I just start meshing them together and kind of playing with the transparency, different layering, how they can kind of work together. This really helps me visualize different ideas, and I find it fun. I like seeing all the different effects and making the photos look different. I feel like it helps me come up with ideas and then start the process of creating.
You tell me to turn around when you leave.
And the final stage to my painting process usually is playing with the imagery on my tablet. So I have a really shitty Samsung tablet. It's not the best, it's slow, but I'm using a free like drawing program, but it gets the job done, so I'm fine with that. But I love just to make these really shitty drawings and just have these kind of ideas where I'm playing with the movement more than the actual imagery. So in these pieces, my main goal is just to see how I can get the movement and the composition right. And then I go in with like the actual imagery and the colors and all that when I'm painting. So this here is literally just like a blueprint. And like you can tell, they're not good. I'm definitely not good at drawing. My main thing is painting, but it's nice to have this kind of blueprint where I can move from. But I mean, everyone's different, so yeah. From here, this is where I start planning, I guess, and then I can move on to painting after. I was just gonna buy a canvas at Above Ground, but those prices are kind of insane. Like I think it was $70 or $80 for what, a 30 by 40 inch canvas. So I'm just gonna use the canvas that I have in the studio right now. I have a 4x5 foot canvas roll in my studio right now, so I'll just use that. I just figured it would be easier to buy a canvas, but that's okay. Turned out to be a beautiful day though, so I'm glad I went out. I got a lot done. I found a new cafe that has a really nice patio, so overall, really happy. Now let's just see if any of this works out. And that's where I'm going to leave off for this week. I think it's important to take my time and just really mull over my ideas before I start. So I have this all set up. I can come back whenever I feel ready. I hope you were able to follow along, just enjoy the imagery, and hopefully break that artist block with me. I will see you next time.